Delayed gratification, the skill that separates wealthy from broke. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Would you rather flex on Instagram today or own your time for life? Most people will scroll past this question and stay broke forever. Why? Because they're trapped by one deadly habit: instant gratification. It's the silent killer of wealth, stealing your future dollar by dollar, dopamine hit by dopamine hit. But here's the good news. There's one simple skill that can flip your entire financial life. And no, it's not investing, budgeting, or getting a raise. It's delayed gratification, the invisible superpower that separates the wealthy from the stressed, broke, paycheck to paycheck crowd. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to develop this skill and why it's the most valuable thing you'll ever master. The problem. Picture this. You get your paycheck on Friday. By Monday, it's gone. DoorDash, new shoes, drinks, a treat-yourself moment that somehow turned into credit card debt. Sound familiar? You're not alone. 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Not because they don't earn enough, but because they've been conditioned to crave immediate rewards. Here's the harsh truth. Your brain is wired to sabotage your wealth. It loves that dopamine hit when Amazon says, "Your order has shipped." But it doesn't feel the slow burn of regret when that same money could have been invested, multiplied, and bought you freedom. The wealthy play a different game. They understand this golden rule: sacrifice now to multiply later. It's not glamorous. It's not exciting in the short term. But it's the foundation of every millionaire's story you admire. The solution: building the delayed gratification point. Understand the power of compounding. Here's a quick reality check. A $200 impulse purchase today might feel harmless, but if invested at 10% returns, it's worth over $3,000 in 20 years. Now imagine doing this consistently. Small sacrifices today equals massive rewards later. That's the magic of compounding. Most people look at rich individuals and think, must be nice. But behind every overnight success is a decade of delayed gratification. Wealth isn't built with big, flashy moves. It's built with small, boring, consistent decisions. Kind of like brushing your teeth. Skip it for a week, and you're in trouble. Skip investing for a decade? Same thing, but for your finances. Point 2. Mastering emotional control. Let's be honest, instant gratification feels good because it soothes discomfort. Bored, shop, stressed, order food, lonely, swipe that credit card. But wealthy people develop emotional intelligence. They learn to sit with discomfort and redirect it into productive action. Every time you resist an impulse buy, you're not just saving money. You're building the mental toughness required for wealth. It's like going to the gym, but for your brain. Next time you want to impulse buy, ask yourself, do I want to impress strangers or impress my future self? Point 3. Automate your discipline. Here's a secret. The 1% don't rely on motivation. They build systems that make discipline automatic. Things like auto-investing before spending, setting friction for impulse purchases, having no-spend challenge days. Discipline isn't about willpower. It's about designing your environment to protect you from yourself. Remember, it's easier to grow wealth when temptation is out of reach. Think of it like hiding the ice cream at the back of the freezer, out of sight, out of diet, or in this case, out of your budget. Point 4. The identity shift. This is the invisible shift that separates the wealthy. They don't see themselves as consumers. They see themselves as builders. When you upgrade your identity, delayed gratification becomes natural. Start affirming, I am someone who builds wealth. I invest before I spend. I choose freedom over flexing. Because at the end of the day, your habits follow your identity. Let me leave you with this. You're not broke because of lack of income. You're broke because of lack of patience. Every dollar you sacrifice today is a seed. And in 5, 10, 20 years, those seeds grow into financial freedom. But the longer you wait to plant them, the more expensive your future becomes. In my next video, I'll show you how to build a wealth automation system that makes delayed gratification effortless. so you never have to rely on willpower again. But today, you have a choice. Scroll to the next video and forget this in 5 minutes, or take one uncomfortable action that shifts your entire trajectory. The wealthy choose the second option. Which one will you choose? If this video lit a fire under you, comment, "I'm choosing wealth" below. And if you want more real strategies without fluff, hype, or get-rich-quick nonsense, hit that subscribe button. This is where your wealthy future starts.